I'm Malerie Davis, the Promotions Director for Q106.3. Welcome to Midwest Family Broadcasting here in Madison, Wisconsin. We are the home of 94.1 JJO Solid Rock, Magic 98, Q106.3, La Movida, 1550 WHIT, 93.1 Jams, and 1670 WTDY. We're going to tour the building today with Radio 1 Broadcasting School. I'm going to take you around the building, help introduce you to certain people that work here. There are all sorts of positions that you can have, anywhere from on-air talent to music director to promotions director. And we're just going to talk to them a little bit about what they do to help give you a better idea about all the jobs that are in radio. This is Jason Stevens from the Q106.3 Morning Show. Jason, how long have you been working at Q106.3?
I started here in 1997. I started part-time on the weekends and worked my way up to mornings in 12 years.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you do on the morning show, like just daily job tasks?
We get here early, way before the show starts. We show prep. We take care of all of our breaks. We do a lot of scripting and pre-scripting our breaks to make sure all the basic stuff is covered. We do a lot of social network work, so Twitter and Facebook and blogging and that sort of stuff. And then the actual show sort of just takes care of itself from there. We don't do live phone calls. We don't do extended talk breaks. I mean, our longest break of the morning is probably just over 2 minutes long. Tomorrow morning on the show, it's Wednesday! Yeah, Wednesday!
Halfway through the week.
Halfway's,
you made it.
Halfway's good. That's what we can do.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning on the show, we'll have the joke of the day at 6:20, the nitty-gritty from Music City at 7:10. We'll play Celebrity Password at 7:20, and you could be chosen to win Jason and Nicole's breakfast delivery from Panera Bread. You can go to our website right now to sign up, q106.com.
Bagels and breakfast sandwiches and coffees, oh my. Zach Brown Band, Keith Urban, and Kenny Chesney. We've got a whole boatload of really talented guys. They're just a small part of another long set of music that's coming up next on The Q.
So Jason, I have to ask you, what's your favorite part of being on the morning show or being on the air in general?
Every 2 weeks, they give me money.
Be serious.
I'm serious. I have a mortgage. Yeah. My favorite part about the job that I do here at Q is that I get to do the stuff I love to do, and that's entertain. I like the music a lot, but there's a part of me, I think, from a very young age that just wanted to entertain people and make people laugh, and so I get to do that.
This is Kristi Harms. She is the promotions director for WJJO and also Jams, 93.1 Jams. Hi, Kristi.
Hi, Mal. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to talk to you a little bit about what you do on a daily basis. You juggle 2 stations, 2 highly promotionally intense stations. So can you just talk about your daily tasks, trying to keep everyone on track as far as both of your stations go?
Sure. Well, the main thing that I got to keep track of is my staff, because they can get pretty crazy and things like that, but they're fun, especially with 2 stations now. So, but basically when I come in, I check my email. I usually get a lot of emails for day of promotions that we have going on, or events that we have coming up, or concerts we have coming up. So email usually takes a pretty big portion of my day. Then I look at the scheduling, see what we have coming up, and schedule my staff for both stations to do that. I have to schedule everything that goes on air. When you hear the jocks talking, a lot of that comes from what I put in our system and things like that. I have to deal with all the prizes and contesting that happens every day, make sure everything's downstairs, the front desk lady knows what's going on, and again, deal with the sales reps all day with questions and things like that. And meetings, promo meetings are always fun.
Kristi, one last question for you. What's your favorite part of your job? There's so many aspects. Is there one thing that you just love to do?
Actually, it might sound kind of crazy, but I just love coming to work. It's one of those jobs that, you don't wake up and you're like, oh, I got to go to work today. It's exciting to come to work. I'm never like, oh, man, I don't want to go. And like I mentioned earlier, something is always new happening, something different, something maybe really stressful, but something that you see results from, and it's such a good feeling to see what you've done at the end of a day. We have one event where it's an empty island, just grass, nothing's out there, and by the time we're done with it, we have over 10,000 people in attendance, 16 bands, up to 20 different sponsors out there, and it's a successful show. And the next day, there's absolutely nothing out there again. So it's a really good feeling when you see what you've accomplished.
This here is Randy Hawk. He is the program director for WJJO here in Madison. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Mel.
Can you just talk to us a little bit about what you do on a day-to-day basis as the program director for JJO?
Basically, the program director is in charge of everything that starts with a P: programming, promotions, and production. So the main thing that I like to say about it is you're in charge of the brand. And since your brand is essentially air, whatever's going through that air defines your brand. So the production, the sweepers and elements that run between things, the promotions, the activities and stuff the station's up to, and the programming, the actual music and the stuff that the jocks are talking. Music intensive format back cell coming up in 7, 5, 3. Madison Rock! I'm kidding, I don't really talk that way. Madison South Rock, 94.1, JJO, ladies from Papa Roach, also Slipknot, and 30 Seconds to Mars. Good morning, I'm Randy Hawk. Chance to text to win today after 11. Also got the 94-minute nonstop solid rock lunch on the way, and your mandatory Metallica just before 1 on JJO. Document the burden of being a midday radio host. Look at the morning show's sloppy mess. Every day I'm supposed to come in and entertain tens of thousands of people in this utter chaos. Beverages just waiting to spill on the electronics.
And they're empty.
Take me off the air.
It's empties.
Look at this. In a modern world, do we need to print everything? Really?
I hate trees.
What does this have to do with anything?
Hey.
Right here, golf club. John
That's
Danger
your morning
actually
guy.
Golfs on the air.
And what is your favorite part about being a program director?
That I'm my own boss. I've really had a problem with authority my entire life, and I became the program director. I didn't really want to be the program director. I wanted to be a morning guy, but then I found out if you're a morning guy that you have to answer to a program director, so I decided, no, I want to be a program director because I don't really want to answer to anybody, and then I became an operations manager because I found out program directors answer to operations managers, and operations managers really answer to the general manager, so that's what I wanted to do.
At least there is one honest guy in this building.
I wanted to have as few people as possible over the top of me.
This here is Zach Rogers. He is our production director here. He has worked at Midwest Family Broadcasting for, I don't want to say a lot of years, but you have a lot of experience in what you do. So, Zach, can you tell us a little bit about what you do from day to day as the production director?
I basically I produce spots. I also hand out production assignments so I'm not the only person, because we'd hate to have all Zach radio all day. So the salesperson will go out and they'll sell the spot to their client. They come up with an idea. They either go through Paul Blair. I don't know if you've met Paul yet.
Not yet, but we will.
Okay, you'll be meeting Paul later. So Paul may write a script, or they may write a script. I may help them write a script as well, and then we start the production process of I help them pick out music. I give it to a person that I think will sound good on that specific spot for that specific client for if they're what they're trying to sell.
And Zach, can you tell me a little bit about what your favorite part would be about your position here?
My favorite part is when we get to be just as creative as we want. Instead of saying, okay, we just want voice over the music, that's it, where you can start playing with sound effects. And because ever since I've been a kid, it was always that you probably heard radio as theater of the mind, where you can take an idea and you can start adding sound effects here and there, and you just paint a bigger picture through audio, because everybody's interpretation is different from what they're hearing.
Absolutely.
So you can kind of help guide them in what you want them to hear. But that's the greatest thing, is just being able to take something and just run with it and be super creative.
Wherever you want to go in radio, we'll help you get there. Learn it all at Radio 1 Broadcast School, La Crosse, Wisconsin. A quality broadcast education, affordable tuition, small class sizes, hands-on training, personal attention in a fun, real radio setting. For more info, visit radio1school.com or call us at 800-889-2221.